Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, let's think about this. What if genuine financial well-being has less to do with, say, spreadsheets and market knowledge, and maybe everything to do with mastering your emotions? Let's unpack that.
Well, for centuries, we've kind of operated on this assumption of a rational actor in finance.
Right, the logical person.
Exactly. But behavioral finance has pretty much flipped that on its head. It reveals that somewhere between 80, maybe even 90% of our financial decisions are actually emotionally driven.
80 to 90%.
Yeah. And this is precisely why traditional financial literacy, the kind focused purely on facts and figures, often just falls short.
That's a huge shift in perspective. And look, if you've ever felt financially stressed, you are absolutely not alone.
Oh, definitely not.
I think the stats are like 77% of UK adults report financial stress, and a third are actually anxious about their money. So today we're diving deep into emotional intelligence, or EQ, and financial anxiety, FA.
Right. And our mission today really is to equip you with a new framework. We want to move beyond just what to do with money.
Okay.
To understanding why we don't do it.
Yeah.
It's about mastering those emotions that subtly and sometimes, well, not so subtly, control your financial life.
That's a powerful point. If emotions are truly kind of running the show for most of our financial choices, then just knowing the facts, financial literacy alone clearly isn't enough. So before we tackle how to manage these emotions, could you maybe break down what exactly emotional intelligence is beyond just, being good with people?
Absolutely. So at its core, EQ is the ability to perceive, understand, and then crucially manage emotions, both yours and others.
Okay.
For our financial lives, specifically, we focus on some key pillars. First, self-awareness.
Right.
That's truly recognizing how emotions like fear or greed or even just stress impact your specific financial decisions.
Yeah.
It's tough, though.
Yeah.
There's a significant awareness gap. Research suggests only about 10-15% of people are genuinely self-aware in this context.
Only 10-15%. That's low.
It is surprisingly low.
Yeah.
Then there's self-management. That means actively regulating impulses like that urge for panic selling during a market dip we mentioned.
Got it. Resisting the knee-jerk reaction.
Exactly. And finally, understanding social awareness and relationship management. These are key for those collaborative financial interactions, maybe with a partner or a financial advisor.
That makes perfect sense. We all know we shouldn't panic sell, right? But doing it anyway points straight to that lack of self-management. So what happens when we lack that self-mastery? How does financial anxiety, FA, really show up for you day to day?
Well, it often manifests as this persistent worry. And interestingly, it's often quite disproportionate to your actual wealth or financial situation. Psychologically, you might experience constant rumination, just replaying financial scenarios over and over in your head.
Exhausting.
Totally. Or what we call analysis paralysis, that feeling of being completely frozen, unable to make even small financial decisions, even when you have all the info.
Right.
And critically, it leads to behavioral avoidance. Think of fruit bowling. It's a funny term, but it's hiding unopened bills, maybe under a fruit bowl, literally.
Oh, I've heard of that. Or maybe just shoved in a drawer.
Exactly. And this isn't just putting things off. It's actually self-sabotage that makes your situation worse. Your behavioral response is the real key intervention point here.
That fruit bowling example is so painfully relatable, isn't it? It's that immediate urge to just bury your head in the sand.
It is.
So this brings us to the core question, and I think one you are probably eager to hear. If EQ helps us manage these emotions, how exactly does that translate into actively combating financial anxiety? Is it like a direct shield or more subtle?
It's probably a bit of both. Research shows a really clear, powerful connection. Essentially, the more emotionally intelligent you are, the less financial anxiety you tend to experience.
Okay.
And interestingly, the better you actually apply your financial knowledge. EQ acts like a kind of financial shock absorber.
Shock absorber. I like that.
Yeah, against market fear, against greed. It activates your financial knowledge, which might otherwise just sit there, useless, when you're under pressure. You know not to sell low, but EQ gives you the emotional fortitude, the resilience to actually stick to your plan.
That's incredibly insightful. The knowledge is only useful if you can access it emotionally.
Precisely.
But, in today's world, this digital world, it feels like we're constantly bombarded by external pressures. What about the algorithmic Joneses on social media? How do they fit in?
Oh, that's a huge challenge now. Social media creates this, illusion of prosperity.
Right. Everyone looks perfect online.
Exactly. And it uses highly personalized algorithms designed specifically to trigger your unique insecurities. These platforms then monetize that dissatisfaction through really targeted ads, driving this cycle of financial dissatisfaction and comparison. It's a sophisticated, automated way of keeping up with a standard that's often totally unrealistic.
Wow. So it's actively working against our emotional stability?
It certainly can be, yeah.
So understanding all this, what can you do right now? What's an immediate EQ toolkit you can start using for, let's say, greater financial resilience?
Okay, great question. First, cultivate self-awareness. Start by trying to identify your money scripts.
Money scripts.
Yeah, those subconscious beliefs about money, often formed way back in childhood. Maybe equating spending with security or luxury with love, things like that.
Okay.
Financial journaling can help here, but not just tracking numbers. It's about revealing these hidden scripts by noting not just what you spend, but how you feel when you spend. That's where the breakthrough often happens.
The feeling part. Got it.
Next, practice self-management. A simple one is the power of the pause. Just a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases.
Just wait a day.
Exactly.
Right.
Give your emotions time to cool down. Let the rational brain catch up. Finally, use cognitive reframing. Challenge those negative financial thoughts. Actively ask yourself, okay, what's the actual evidence for this thought? Is it a fact or is it just a feeling?
Challenging the narrative in your head.
Precisely. Questioning it.
Those are really powerful, actionable steps. Thank you. And looking ahead slightly, how is financial guidance itself, the industry, evolving to meet these deeper emotional needs you've been talking about?
Yeah, this is an important shift we're seeing. There's the rise of financial therapy, which explicitly blends mental health counseling with money coaching.
Interesting.
Financial advisors themselves are also increasingly becoming behavioral coaches. EQ is becoming a core competency for them, not just a nice-to-have skill.
Makes sense.
And true financial literacy education itself is realizing it needs to integrate EQ training to be genuinely effective long-term.
So ultimately, it sounds like lasting financial well-being isn't one or the other. It's an equal partnership, really, between that solid financial literacy and robust emotional intelligence.
That's exactly it. It's about transforming your relationship with money.
Yeah.
Moving from one maybe based on fear and impulse to one of conscious intention, seeking what some call financial tranquility.
Financial tranquility. I like the sound of that. And here's maybe a powerful thought for you to carry forward from our dive today. As one coach memorably put it, your net worth is not your self-worth.
That's a good one.
Definitely something to reflect on as you navigate your own financial, emotional landscape.
Your relationship with money is a story written in childhood. Most of us have never read it. What is the single belief about money from your past that controls you today? Let's rewrite our stories together. Subscribe for more life-changing perspectives.